is so cold in here. Aren't you cold? I am so cold. I brought a poem that I wrote a couple years ago for Spookfest. I'm going to read it first. It's called Bleeding Out. It'll make you very cold. Actually, it was about the rain, but it's rather macabre. Weathered trees raise their gnarled arms, scratching blackened fingers against leaden skies, leaving scars etched in the tumultuous fabric of smoldering clouds. And that's a good sign down there. Opening their underbelly, exposing, dripping, dipping, dripping to the ground. Hear the rain falling. Hear the rain falling, cold and corpse-like, icy drops splattering on freshly opened ground. Wounded clouds bleeding out, covering dead and living, gushing with savage intention. Drowning graves and crosses with cold October doom, bleeding into the fog-graced ground, running in rivulets, freezing on parapets of ancient stony sepulchres, ashen in their forgotten years of neglect and decay, like wraiths released, descending, bleeding out of the sky, bleeding out of wounded clouds. It is so cold. The viewfinder.
Is that it? No, I don't know.
Back. This one will warm you up. It's called Smell the Heat. I wrote this one in Debbie's class that she just gave at State Fair Community College called The Poem in You, and she gave us one word, or a phrase, and she let us pick, I picked a word, bulbs, and from that I created a poem, and it kind of came to me instantly, and let's see if you know, it'll be obvious soon, but it was always the flashes of light bursting from the bulbs, at first lifting her esteem, creating a drug-like high, famous, beautiful, touching the stars with light, kissing the crowds with her charm, embracing a president with her young flowered love, swirling through films and men and adoring fans, always the flashing, the light, the bulbs bursting with a hot ting, the smell of heat. Clattering and chattering of people pushing to see her small town beauty, now full grown into glamour gal, full swelling bosom, high heels and swirling skirt, blonde bob and red lips. Just a few more of those pills and some booze, please. Drowned out the noise, the light, and the bulbs bursting, covering paparazzi faces, leering. Just a few more men to say how beautiful you are, to cancel out those small town thoughts with cosmopolitan glitz and an injection of fame. Such a swelling of light and fame. You dig deeper to elude the bulbs, the ever-insistent cameras, those evil flashes of fame. In the throes of death, they find you. The bulbs flashing over Norma, announcing her departure. Ah, even in death the flashing light says you are beautiful, laid out like a trophy in a world to see with the caress of the bulbs. Now, even in death, they raise you with bulbs of light. Death has no peace. The fans clamor for more of your blonde bombshell bounce. They raise you up in the light of the bulbs and say she never slept, was only away. They dissect the small town girl with bulbs of light and make her sing once again for the world to see. Light is torture, dear Marilyn. The bulbs are torture, Norma Jean. so cold.
You may be leaving for now, but the nightmares will return.